What is going on, guys? Ooh, interrupted right there. Hold up.
Hello.
Christian, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect, beautiful. You are now live on PlayStation Source State of Play 6 reactions to The Last of Us Part 2. Some new content. Christian, how
I'm
you doing, my
excited.
boy? If you would like, Christian, I do have your window set up if you would like to show your face. If not, completely okay. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Totally fine.
Let me turn that on real quick.
I th- at least I hope okay, it's looking good. Perfect. All right.
Nice.
We do see a nice red hat. It's looking good.
Mhm.
I see the end game or no Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Infinity War. I almost yep. I see the
Do you
homie
like
down there.
the carbon monoxide detector that fell off the wall and is now on the floor? I got remodeling to do in the studio still, so.
I got some nice LED lights, so your boy should be lit very nicely now. They're not Elgato key lights,
Hmm.
but they're from Newer. If you guys know that brand, it's a pretty reputable brand in terms of equipment and stuff like that. But they
Hmm.
they do have the same vibe as key lights, you know. So
Nice.
far they've been good, you know. So we'll see how. And I mean, at least looking at OBS on my end, I'm lit pretty well. That's all I'm saying. So
All right.
things should be good. But Christian, my boy,
Yes. Hmm.
what do you think we're gonna get? You know, Elgato
Honestly,
key lights,
hmm
but they're
go ahead. We're gonna ask something else.
no. That's it.
Okay. I I'm prepared to see the full chunk of gameplay that press was shown in like September to November, whenever that event was, right? Like
Yeah,
I remember Kind of Funny, Easy Allies, bunch of people made their impressions video of that event. They got flown out to play the game for like 2 hours. Um, and they show like some of those videos, the impressions videos did have gameplay in it, but it was spliced up to hell. So I'm assuming they're gonna show us like the we went gold version of that chunk,
mm, gotcha,
you know?
gotcha. I see. Right. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, I think if like the industry people that went to that event that you
Hmm.
are, you know, damn, I can't talk today. Talking about, excuse me, shit, Kevin, you alright?
Hmm.
Okay. Um, I think they were given like a certain amount of clips, and they weren't like. You ever heard those rules where it's like, all right, hey guys, we were given footage, but we can't show more than like 2 minutes at a time.
Yep.
You know, I think that's what they were under. So I think you're right. Like there is a chance that we could definitely see the full shebang of that event. You know,
Hmm.
maybe on like a newer build and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Um,
Because
but
I
yeah,
believe what they showed there was like a lot of stealth. It was like Ellie in suburbs, kind of, and she was being hunted by a pack of like scavengers or whatever with dogs. And it was like really showcasing the mechanics of dogs, the fact that they can like follow your scent, the fact that in the echolocation mode you can see the scent trail that Ellie's leaving behind.
right.
Um, I think that was it. I think it was mostly just showcasing like, hey, it still plays like The Last of Us, but we have more depth here. So
Right.
I think I'm preparing myself to only walk away from today with seeing that whole thing.
I see. I see. Right.
You know.
Like what has stuck in my mind at least is the GameStop event, like where they have, so it was like back in January, and I believe it's a yearly event, I think, and
Mm-hmm.
it's where they invite out a bunch of GameStop managers for each storefront, and I believe, of course, executives as well, and they got a completely different behind the scenes look at Last of Us Part Two. That was a lot of Ellie battling with the infected, and like
Mm-hmm.
like a nice elongated section of that. So maybe, I mean, I'd be down to get both. I don't want to be greedy, but
Yeah.
I'd be down to get both. You know, but we know well have to see. So like that's what's been stuck in my head when they announced this state of play. You know, and it's that like all right, like
Yeah.
we're gonna see at least one of these things for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
now, we did talk about, what we think we're going to see based off like info that we knew from the past. But is there anything in you know specific that you yourself want to see? that you haven't had a chance to shout out?
Honestly, I'm not sure because like the last trailer I think left us with a good nugget of the, and I guess like be careful. This isn't like game spoilers. It's like if you're staying away from marketing and didn't watch the last trailer, um, the Last of Us One era stuff. Like
Mm,
depending on how meaty that is, maybe showcase some of that. Like I don't know because I feel like what Ghost did, right? Because we have to, I feel like, sort of look at this event alongside Ghost because, yeah, Last of Us is a bigger name,
right.
but it's still operating with Ghost being like the last hurdle before the PS5, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think it's fair to maybe assume we're going to get a Ghost like presentation. So maybe they go in on the stuff that makes part two unique, right? Like, I don't know if it's necessarily the gameplay changes or if it's the setting stuff, but to me, based on the last trailer, I feel like some of the hook is hey, it's not just 5 years later. So maybe they explore a little bit of that. Maybe they explore the timeline, stuff like that. What makes part two as a story, as a game story, unique? You know?
Right, right. See, like I'm in a little bit of a different camp because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see any more of the Last of Us One era type footage. Like,
Right.
and like that's definitely one of those things where it was like it was great to see it in the trailer, right? But man, it would have been so much cooler if we didn't know about that. You know,
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
would have been such a great surprise. But then it's like, well, if they're willing to let that up, right? Like, cause you gotta think like Naughty Dog is very deliberate. I feel like in what they put out and in what they show, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
they definitely care about that audience reaction to certain things in their games, right? So if they're
Yeah.
willing to give up the quote unquote like secret that there's Last of Us One era stuff in this, what is the secret that they're not telling us? You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be much bigger than that, and that's what has me hype as well. Because like, man, like if they're willing to give that bone to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
What bone are they saving to really
Um,
shock us? You know?
no comment because I know the bone.
Oh God, oh God, Chris, why you gotta do this to me, man? What we have like
um,
21 days? What is it like 20? Man, and
23, I think.
you what's even sad about this whole thing too? We would have been playing the game tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Oh God, you hate to see it.
Lucky me because I'm midway, not even midway through, maybe like a sixth of the way through my replay of the game right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Where are you at on that? Actually, we should have mentioned that first. Yeah.
so I left off. I'm still trying to catch up to your schedule because I was finishing off Final Fantasy VII
Mm-hmm.
in my game time. But right now I left off. We're about to enter the Lincoln High School to get the car battery at
Mm.
Billstown.
Okay. Gotcha. So, I mean, honestly, if you got nothing to do today, once you get after Billstown, wait, I'm trying to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once you get after Billstown. Oh wait, no, because you got Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's pretty long. Once you get past Pittsburgh, it's like 2 hours to where I'm at. It's like a super
Nice.
quick thing, but
Yeah.
Pittsburgh is a pretty big section. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh's a pretty long section to be fair.
Yeah, I think by the latest, like next chunk, I'd
Yeah,
probably be caught up.
for sure. Cause
So,
yeah, cause next week we start off with. So wait, this week it's University and Lakeside Resort. Oh, next week's the finale. So next week we have the bus depot, hospital, and
hmm.
then they say like Jackson, but that's like the outro cutscene.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. And
Nice.
then the week after we got Left Behind, which I'm excited to play Left Behind because I've never played it. Never
Yeah,
played
I
it.
still have to play Left Behind also.
Oh, you haven't played it either?
No,
Okay, that's
because the
nice,
thing is,
nice, nice.
you and I were, I think you, me, and Jack were in a call recently, and we were talking about games that came out this generation, and I think the reason I never played Left Behind is because it was like midway through 2014 when that came out, and I
Oh
was
wait,
like,
you're right. It was.
I
Yeah.
moved on. It was like February, but still, like I was like looking to the
Yeah.
future, you know.
For sure. For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Very interesting. Very. I can because I know tonight's part in the stream,
Hmm.
a lot of good stuff is going down in the game for
Hmm.
sure. Like a lot of good stuff. I can't wait for tonight's stream. But shout out to everyone here in the chat. I see my boy Owen in there. What's goody? I see Baby D, Delirious Tunes. I see you, bro. I see your love on Twitter. I see that support. Shout out to James Murphy. Shout out to Theodore. Shout out to Pendar Soheli. I definitely butchered that, but it's all
Uh,
good. What's up, good?
Here's something in the chat. Baby D says maybe we'll show a new clicker.
That's what I have been craving because if you look into the different types of infected, they all revolve around how long you've been infected and have not been killed, right? Like it's a
Right.
adaptation type of thing. So I do
Yeah.
want to see like, all right, what's after a bloater? Because there has to be infected that haven't been touched in now it'd be 25 years into the pandemic
Yep.
because 20 years, yeah, so 25 years. So like the furthest that we knew was the bloater. But what happens? Yeah, definitely. I want to know what happens after that because I know we got that one new infected type in October and September. It was like that weird, like
It like vomits or something, right?
yeah, like a vomits. I think it looks kind of like the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like just a
Yeah.
big hulking dude that sprints at you. So definitely a threat for sure.
I I wonder if like proportional to a bloater, we get one that grows taller.
Mmm.
Like, will we by the end of if we say like we skip another 10 years, right? Do we get like something the size of a mech?
Oh my god.
Like a Titanfall Titan, not like a Pacific Rim thing, but
Yeah,
like
yeah. So like,
where does it stop?
rel-
Like,
where does it stop?
yeah.
Hmm. Dude, what if it's like not that it grows and it like grows tall, but like it's all of the infected like meshed into one like body
Yeah.
or some I don't know. That sounds wild.
Hon- Well, honestly, talking about this, I've really again, I don't know super everything about the game, but like I don't know like the way they've been marketing it, like do we think that the clickers and the infected are even going to play a big role in the story? Because I feel like going back to the first one recently, and again, I'm pretty early, like I'm kind of surprised at how little the infected are involved with the story.
Definitely. That's what I have
You know?
noticed too going back. I'm like, like there's really not a lot of infected you run into in Last of Us.
Yeah, which is interesting because I think the clickers are unique enough, right? Where they could rely on that, they could explore the science behind that more.
Yeah.
And I guess playing through it in 2013 the first time, seeing the clickers, I guess the concept of them was unique enough to make me feel like, oh, that's this game's thing, right?
Mm.
But yeah, I have to wonder, like, in part two, like you said, they've grown more, right? There's the ones that were just swarmers or whatever they were called, like,
I think that I think they are called swarmers. The ones that are
yeah,
new, right? The one that we were just talking about.
mhm.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
like all those are clickers now, right?
All those are
So like,
clickers.
do we just have a mass exodus of like clickers walking around somewhere, or there are just way more clickers now? Everything is way more hostile. Like, I don't know. Are
What's
they
your
all gone?
yeah right? What's your read on animals being affected? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Days Gone did that, right? I'm not there in the game yet, but they did that, right?
Yeah, Days Gone has wolves. They have crows. I guess light spoilers in case you don't. Sorry,
The
if you
bear,
don't.
I said
The
that
bear.
bear.
Oh my god, dude, the bear is intense. The bear is intense. The bear is not a joke. But
Oh yeah, the normal bear was intimidating, but like I just burned it.
I do want to address real quick in the chat. It's Breezy. Shout to you. I see you from the streams. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, bro. But he does ask a question. Do you think we will see PS5 next week? I think there's too much evidence for June 3rd to be against it at this point. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
Schreier updated his thing.
As
He
of like
said that
this
I
morning.
think,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, he said it was like something to the effect of this is like the third internal date, and he would be surprised if it moves again because this one seems more solid than the others had.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
and if we want like little details, um, it sounds like the showcase focus will be games, next gen games running on the hardware, and then later we would get the more in depth, like this is the price, this is the day one features, this is the UI. So like interesting that they'd be putting games first, but
I 100% agree. I was like, that's a weird call if it's just gonna be games.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, like I don't know.
I mean I get it, right? That's the
I get
PlayStation's
it.
thing.
I totally get it because right, it definitely makes sense. Games first, but like I'm just trying to secure a pre-order. You know what I'm saying? So like I just need a link. Give me a link because I want to sleep peacefully knowing that all right, PS5 is bought, it's acquired. You know, it's gonna ship over. I don't have to go into the dark zone like in Division to get my PS5 this November. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, yeah.
yeah, but we will see. So yeah, like long story short, I'm willing to put like 80% that will be here this time next week with a PS5 event. You know,
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that's a safe bet,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. We will see. I see my boy Shadow in the chat. Shout out to you. Runners, stalkers, clickers, bloaters, and shamblers. That's all the infected in The Last of Us 2. Thank you, Owen. As of right now, he makes sure to underline. But in the chat, let me know what you guys want to see in this state of play. What's everyone's thoughts? You know, what do you guys want to see? I'm trying to think of like, what do I want to see? Because I think I told you too as well. Like, like in terms of Last of Us, I was good a while. I mean, pretty much once the story leaks got out, it's like, all right, I'm okay with not hearing anything about the game until it's out because then like you get the muddling of, when you talk to someone like about X event, whatever, and they have context of X spoiler, you know, it
Mm-hmm.
gets all wishy washy in that front. But have you been hearing those reports also that a lot of the leaks are fake?
I've heard some things, right? Like I've heard that the some of the written stuff was like 50-50,
Interesting.
but the images are true.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I mean,
it's
you
off the
could,
game. I mean, you
you could
can.
take an image.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like yeah. Definitely you can. But
And like I saw an image and it was like, okay, so that's real. But like uh yeah, some of the written stuff I'm curious to see how they sort that one stuff out personally.
yeah.
Because I could be in a complete surprise. Like I told you, I think I have a tweet queued up, right?
Mm.
About what how I think the whole Last of Us thing is gonna go.
Yeah.
I I like reading the stuff made me excited for it because I was hyped when they revealed it. I was like, sweet, you're gonna tell a story to follow up that first game. And then the further and further we got in, I was like, okay, but do we need this? Like, I know you're riding a lot on the name, the Naughty Dog name, and everything. It's like I'm sure it's gonna be amazing, but like there wasn't a hook for me, right?
Right.
But now, Kevin,
Oh no.
hearing these details, oh baby,
This has been like
it's weird.
specifically seeing the adaptation of your thought of Last of Us Part 2 has been really interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
you know me, I've been hyped for this since day one. Since oh my god, PSX, right?
Yeah,
When we first got the, I'm like, yo, let's go, let's get it, right? And I totally didn't negate your mind thought. It totally makes sense. Like, hey, like Last of Us, cool. Not really feel like a sequel was necessary because Last of Us stands as perfect by itself. You know what I'm saying? Or the closest thing to perfect, if you will. But
yeah.
it should be good. Naughty Dog, pedigree, Last of Us, great game. Everything should be good, right? But that's all you like. Not negative, just not overly hype. Just like yeah. I'm gonna play it when it
Yeah,
comes out, but yeah, it is what it is. But
of course,
then
yeah.
seeing this transition where you're like over the moon, you know, it's like, man, oh god, oh god, oof,
Yeah.
sheesh,
So,
ah man,
and really curious because like I don't know what they should show today, right? Like that's the question I think I took when you said what I want to see because I don't know what they should show. Like I'm sure there are people like me out there that weren't like over the moon hyped, like love that first game, love everything Naughty Dog does, but like still not really feeling it, right?
right.
Because I'm excited, right? Like I want to see what they have to show today. I want to see what they want to put out into the world. But I wonder what they think is a selling point for 20 minutes, right? Because Ghost, the whole 20-minute thing ish was like, this is what the game is. We know what The Last of Us Part 2 is as a game, right?
Yeah, yeah, right.
And because I know you're kind of hopeful. I don't know if you wanted to talk about it much, but I know you're hopeful about factions.
Oh my god, dude, listen, oh my god, Christian,
Mm-hmm.
chat, look, if they show even like a second of factions, I'm gonna lose my shit on stream. I'm gonna for real break something. Not really, but I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna have a breakdown. And because I
Kevin,
know, what's up? Go ahead.
continue, please. No, no, I'll hold my thought.
Because I've also been hearing that the reported size of the game has been drastically increased. You know,
Really.
like by like 20, 30 gigs.
Hmm.
Like I think originally it was like 50. Now it's they're saying like this is a 76 gigabyte download. Like I don't know what that is. And
I
like
feel like,
I'm not saying like that's factions, but like
yeah.
I'm not saying it is, but
Hmm.
you know, I want it to
I
be. I know it's
I
not.
feel like the stamped down number is like half accurate sometimes because
That's
like
very true.
Spider-Man was like something like 40 and then now if I open it up it's like 80 gigs. Like I don't understand it
Well, I mean,
personally, but
because like when it oh wait, did you not buy the DLC?
I did, but like that's like twice the size of the game for the same map and just some missions.
Uh,
I don't understand it.
That's a solid point. That's a very solid point. That's a very solid point.
But what I wanted to throw your way, I don't want to get you too hyped,
All
but
right.
what if, right? Um, Jeff Grubb, right? He's been tweeting about his summer game mess on Twitter. It's a good thread to follow.
Precisely.
Um, what if because he shifted on like, okay, the PS5 event is soon, right?
Right.
It was originally June 4th, I think, and then he changed it. He's like, it's soon.
Yeah.
What if at the end of this presentation, that's just fully part two stuff,
Gotcha.
they tease factions or whatever it's going to be called, whatever that bonus multiplayer, I think it's going to be like a living world kind of thing that's not just PvP. What if they tease that when they say, check this out at the PS5 event, and then that's a launch title?
The only reason why I'm like I don't know is because right here, of course, Sid Schumann, senior
Mm-hmm.
director, communications, great personality, big fan. Uh, can I highlight just a sentence? Well, there we go. It says here on the blog that quote, and no, there won't be any PS5 news or updates in this episode. Just a deep dive into the world of The Last of Us Part Two. Now,
Right.
is I guess the ultimate question here is Sid willing to lie? Because
Yeah.
Naughty Dog can lie. I know they can lie, but is Sid willing to lie?
Well, technically, you could say that factions isn't PS5 news. You could say check it out at an event next week where it'll showcase factions, you know, or whatever it's going to be. You could still get around that way, and that's still exploring the world of The Last of Us Part Two.
Oh my god.
I've taken PR classes. I know how to spin things.
I mean, I know they could spin it,
Yeah, there's nothing in
dude.
there that
I
says.
just don't want to crush my soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you.
oh my. I mean,
I think it's not out of the question though.
oh,
Right?
it's
Like,
definitely
'cause
not.
obviously,
Yeah.
obviously, so many people are hungry for factions. Right? There's some crazy people out there that only play factions in The Last of Us. They don't care about the story.
Oh, there's a lot.
Uh,
There's a lot. It's
yeah.
a it's a it's a it's a big amount that I feel like people wouldn't even discern. But I mean, like we know it exists, right?
Right.
Like it's a real thing. It's supposed to be a standalone thing. You know what I'm saying? Which
Hmm.
I don't know if it's like a separate client. Like, is there some sort of like free to play model with it? You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know what the actual intricacies of that, or maybe like it is standalone. But in a similar, if you know this, then thank God. But in Uncharted 4, or if the chat knows this, in Uncharted 4, is there a selection on the menu to take you to Lost Legacy, even though it's technically a standalone Uncharted game, but tied to Uncharted 4 in its mechanics and gameplay and stuff like that, and obviously off the engine of Uncharted 4? Is there a.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Resident Evil does that.
Yeah, Resident Evil does that. I know Black Ops. Sorry, not Black Ops. Modern Warfare does that. Um, in terms of Warzone, right?
Hmm.
But man, we are. How many?
1 minute. Is this on the official PlayStation channel?
I'm just on the blog, and I'm waiting till they switch over the view to the YouTube stream.
I've got the YouTube stream pulled up.
Oh, word. Okay,
Do you want it?
Yeah, yeah. I'll just go over there real quick.
Chat is on here though, so be careful.
Oh, I'm turning that thing off. Hold up. All right, Kev, squint your eyes, Kev. Squint your eyes, bro. Just squint. I'm shocked to have it open, to be honest.
Me too. Oh, and of course we have the YouTube countdown.
You get the extra 2-minute countdown.
People in the chat, what do you like? Do you think we get a crazy thing today? Like, do you think we get like, oh, there's another whole aspect to the game that we didn't even know about, or like, I'm talking maybe like God of War levels with like,
With the blades, like that type.
no, not the blades. I was gonna say more of like how the lake is like tiered, you know, like because that's a reveal. That's like, oh, interesting. This world progression. Like, what do we think there? Do you think that they work in seasons, sort of the way that God of War worked in the lake of like, depending on how many side quests you do, it like progresses? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just how open world will this be?
I mean, I've also been hearing that the game is taking like people like 30 hours to beat as well, which is, you know, like saying a game takes you 30 hours to beat is very subjective, obviously. Like, how are you playing it? You know what I'm saying, etc. Are you doing all the side stuff, whatever? Are you, exploring every nook and cranny? But are you? What's your seconds on the stream?
29, 28.
Ooh, I'm on 22, 21, 20.
Okay. I will update it, I think. I'll try refreshing. I don't know if that'll put me behind more or what.
All right, here we go. Final 10 seconds. Let's get hype, boys. Let's watch this Last of Us Part 2. Let's get it. Oh,
ooh, they dropped me down to 15 seconds now.
Oh, I am already in this, bro. I am in here. That's unfortunate. I got the beautiful PS4 light strip loading up. I'm going to turn up the stream a little bit to a point where we can still hear Christian as well.
Please be a clicker sound.
Okay, here we go. We are in the trailer. We are in State of Play. Holy shit.
I know you wish things were different.
Oh my god. Okay. It looks like we're getting a replay of the recent trailer. I think.
Really?
At least to start.
I wish things were different.
Does that count as the...
I hope not. I mean, they did discern like 8 minutes of new stuff.
But they
And
didn't.
Like they did.
yeah. They said like 8 minutes of like
Please stop.
non-scene footage, and then but in total it's like a 20 to like 24 minute type
Gotcha.
conference.
Is it out of sync for you?
Like audio and video.
Yeah.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
I don't think so.
Ellie just said please stop over the
Really
Naughty Dog
smart.
logo. For
You're
me.
leaving Jackson vulnerable.
I'm just gonna refresh.
Do they just get away with this?
How'd you find us?
Yeah, this is definitely just a trailer that we got. At least to start off with, which I'm
You can't stop this.
fine with.
I want what you want. But not at any cost. I really hope you make it.
I can't wait to watch this trailer back after playing the game.
I have to finish it.
Yeah.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
Okay, guys, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here
I'm
we
Neil
go.
Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2.
The homie
We're just
Neil
a few weeks
Druckmann
away
on the
from
mic.
launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands. The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today, we're trying something different. Something we've never done before. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
Okay. Okay, Neil. Okay, Neil, I see you. I see you.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away.
Get out.
They were actually gonna make a cure.
Get out. Oh,
The
no.
only catch. It would kill her.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice. Her journey will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and
I hope they go to
unprecedented scale
Arizona in
with the
part
latest
2.
iteration of the Naughty Dog engine.
That'd be cool.
There's that.
Our goal was to
concept
make
art
these
of the desert
environments
and
not only
everything.
beautiful, but
So,
feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats.
God, I can't.
Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
These more open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely.
That's
The
Uncharted
Last
4
of Us
right
Part
there.
2
Yeah.
features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them. However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly.
The bow.
As Ellie uncovers the path to finding
Oh my
those who
God,
have
the
wronged her,
bow.
she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army.
This is new.
They occupy much of the city,
The
imprisoning
WLF
or
has been
killing
known.
trespassers on
Yeah.
sight.
Hey,
That whole aspect,
another
yeah.
trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces.
Bro.
Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
Oh, I hate seeing her.
But beyond this conflict
Oh, it
among
hurts so
survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected. They are the recently infected runners who are more numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Y'all, did y'all hear that?
Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage.
Nemesis.
The WLF patrol the
Whoa.
streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover.
I'm gonna just react, Christian, and
They can
not
pick up your
say
scent
specific
and
things
alert their
as
handlers
possible.
to your presence. Listen mode
Do what
will
you gotta do,
reveal
it's
your
fine.
scent trail,
Huh?
so keep moving
Do what you gotta
and
do, it's
cause
fine.
distractions.
I know,
to
but like,
avoid
I don't want to say something specific and just like throw you off. Like,
25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to
I was
evade
gonna upload
or take
a
on your
Ghost
enemies.
of Tsushima video.
In any given combat
tomorrow.
situation, you can flee an
That's
encounter
probably getting pushed
and
to
re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you
There's too
absolutely
much here
have
to
to
talk
fight your
about.
way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack.
I love that.
You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow. Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move.
Oh, hell yes.
I'm just like so in depth.
Ellie
with
isn't
what
always alone
they're
on her
showing
journey.
that I don't know what he's saying.
Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies,
Like, I hear you,
and
Neil,
meaningfully
but,
help
like,
you in combat
The
encounters.
game is speaking.
It is gonna be cool to be able to like parry and then, you know, and use them as a shield to like buy yourself some more time. Like that, all that stuff.
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left. Our goal is to create unparalleled tension, coupled with deep
So
systems
combat,
that give
it
you
seems
greater
much more
control
strategic
and
now.
influence over your
Yeah, a
journey.
lot more, definitely. Yeah.
As
I
you
like
play,
that.
you'll
All
be
the
able to
additions
invest in a
they've been
broad
talking
collection
about,
of crafting
like
items,
pitting them against each other and
weapon,
stuff,
and
yes,
player
pretty
upgrades
good.
through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character.
Cool.
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
Usually I don't like degradation weapons, but like it makes sense.
All of these
Having a
gameplay
silencer
systems
only be like 3
are meant to
shots,
immerse you in the world
Yeah, yeah.
and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey. As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th.
Oh man. And chat, tune in
Until
live.
then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen
Last of Us
gameplay.
Part 2 stream series is starting
Enjoy.
June 19th. It is. Okay, here's the extended gameplay. Alright, here we go.
Do you think they show that weird new infected in this?
No.
No.
No, I don't think so.
She gotta swim.
Oh wait, she's swimming! I just realized that! Oh my god! Wait! Wait! Why that didn't register with me? Yo, oh my god! That didn't register until you just said it!
Isaac's not having
That's good. Kicking off of that, that's good. They know.
Oh my god, how did I not react to that? Oh my god, what is wrong with me, yo? Guys, she's swimming, holy shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, why did I not react to that? Yo. Hell yeah.
fucking sound. Hands up.
Holy shit. She's playing a Vita. The Vita lives. Let's go.
Nora.
Let's go. Game of the year. Game of the year.
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
She's holding a fucking Vita. Let's go. The Vita lives, bitch. Ellie, you gotta scavenge that. You know what I'm saying? That's a very valuable artifact right there. You know what I'm saying? What is it playing down there? It sounds familiar.
It's Persona, or like Luminous.
It's probably it sounds something like that. It definitely sounds similar though.
Good. I got my girl waiting for him.
Does Resogun sound like that?
No.
Me? They put you with Joe again?
I don't think so.
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. Oh, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
Hope that's our guys executing those freaks.
Hey, did you hear why we're all getting called up to the fob?
I heard that Isaac wants us to retake all of downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
Oh, no way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
That's what I heard.
Shut up. All right, calm down.
God damn.
Charlotte! Roger and back! Sticky tape from that way!
Guys, the Vita lives. They could have just ended it right there. I would have been completely satisfied. Okay. Okay, no. Oh god, no. Oh god. No, I didn't like that. No. No, 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 no. No. Mm-mm. Not for me. I can't do that.
The sound.
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't be doing that to Puppy.
Just like that.
The bow looks so good, too.
Saw movement.
I'll go check it out. I got you covered. Holy shit! Shit! Look out! Move! Over here! Drop her now! Crook! Asshole!
God, dude.
I found her!
Fuck.
Damn it! Find another way off!
Wait, if okay, no, Kev, don't even say that, Kev. Don't even say that.
That you, Nora?
Hey, okay. How much did this cost to get? How much did this cost? Show Neil. Let me hear that receipt. Show me the price tag.
Maybe if you posted more guards, Abby would still be herself.
The fuck was Abby here?
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about
I think
this,
that's our girl.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
Did you hear what Ellie said?
What are you referring to?
She just said a name.
Like Nora?
No. Ellie said a name when she was crawling. She said, "Why was this person here?"
I missed it, bro.
You'll have to play it back later, okay?
Okay, you got it. I will.
Don't scream. Put that shit down.
That's our girl Chelsea Tavares, though. You love to see it.
You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
Wait. Okay, something just clicked. I think I know which name you think you I think I know which. Wait, should I just go back and confirm before? You know what? Let me. Okay, guys, hold up. We're gonna go back and we're gonna make sure before I say something crazy. Wait. Oh my God. Wait, guys, hold up. Wait. Okay, so it's when she's crawling, right?
After she takes the turn, either someone in the room below her or Ellie herself says a name.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna scrub back before I say something. Stop. Okay, hold up, Kev, hold up. Okay, so where is it? Almost there. Okay, we're in here. Okay, around here. All right. Also, how much did how much did Ice Cube?
You, Nora?
Okay, is that
I
you,
don't know.
Nora? Right? Hold on. I'm listening. Hold up. Hold up, guys. Hold up.
Maybe if you posted more guards, Abby would still be herself.
Owen knows.
Was Abby here?
I'm not stupid.
Wait!
when Isaac talks to us about this,
I'm getting tired of this.
Wait. 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 So Anna's a lie.
No. Roll it again. You misheard.
Abby.
Abby.
Abby. Short for
Yes.
Abigail. Abby.
What other names were said? I saw Owen and Starks both said they heard Nora.
Yeah, Nora is, I believe, the name of Chelsea Tavares' character.
Yeah.
Okay, is Abby not a mystery woman? Is that what we're all...
I mean, I have answer. So you're the one who leads.
Wait,
this
okay.
right
Am I supposed to... Wait. Is Abby's not a part of the leaks, right?
Abby. The name Abby, I have read.
In the leaks?
Yes.
So I'm not supposed to know who Abby is.
No, but the name's Abby, Nora. Interesting that they're sprinkling those in right now, is what I'm saying. So I don't know if the conversation that was being had that she overheard in that vent, I don't know if it was Ellie who said the name or if it was the people she was listening to. So, like, I don't know if maybe the gameplay sequence they showed us is a little more strategic than they're letting on. Like if the event that's going on in that event, if those people are the ones that were talking about it, if they were planning something, if they're involved in the story, I don't know what side they fall on, but
Abby, huh?
mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I mean, this okay. Holy shit, guys! Holy shit! Let's
So,
go!
what-
Let's go!
Overall, what do you think? Was it was it mostly like impressive to you? Like, are you happy with the gameplay segment? Is that the thing that stood out to you the most?
Definitely the gameplay segment.
Yeah.
The first half, a lot of it was just recouping info that we knew and just going a little bit deeper into those systems, which
Yeah.
you gotta love, right? Always like that. This is just like the cream of the crop, clearly. You love to see that Vita lives, right? That's arguably the best moment, if I may. You know what I'm saying?
Now, was that a 1,000 or a 2,000?
That was definitely a 1,000, baby. I could see that thing. I saw that proprietary charging port. I saw that. I saw that back touch panel. I saw that. I saw that OLED screen. I saw that. That's definitely a Vita 1000 for sure. You gotta love it. And of course, the biggest thing, Ellie can swim.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Big deal.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. You see, and this is what I was talking about in the beginning of the stream, Christian. Like, what are they willing to give up and let us know before we get this game? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what? I mean, I thought a for sure reveal that they would have kept to their chest was Ellie swimming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now here we are. You know, again,
Well-
not the biggest deal to like the average person, but like someone
Yeah.
that knows Last of Us and has played it, you know,
Yeah.
knows how big of a
I
deal
think-
that is.
I think that's why it's in there. You know, it's like a nice nod to the fans because like they're making these presentations for the people that know. You know, like yeah, I think the first half was more of an advertisement, like what Neil was saying of like if you're not familiar yet, this is what you do in the game. This is where it takes place in the story. This is how it connects to the first game. These are all these new mechanics, and then the first thing they do when they show the big gameplay chunk that like you, like Tajay, Owen, everyone who's like chomping at the bit for information, they show Ellie swimming. Like that is for you guys, you know.
Facts.
That's for that audience.
I'm putting out the only tweet that needs to be put out at this current point.
Vita lives.
It is long live Vita. I'm gonna grab a screenshot real quick of this thing. That little.
I wonder how Greg Miller reacted to that. I wonder if he's seen that point of the game so far.
Oh, you already know he reacted, bro. Hold up, I want to get a little bit more of an in-depth look at this gem of a console. Hold up, because it's definitely a 1000.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see. Hold up.
Don't make a fucking sound.
Almost there.
Hands up.
Yeah, you see that proprietary port. Let's go. Oh,
Shadow in the chat is shouting out the combat. It says it's very in depth. I agree.
yes. Yes.
Replaying one, the thing I've noticed the most is that, yeah, it's pretty basic when it comes to moment to moment stuff as far as like sneaking or gunplay, but the way that they're really pushing enemy awareness, the AI, the fact that you can pit them against each other, really like play the scenario how you want to. That's the biggest thing for me personally. Like seeing that made me excited for the gaminess of part 2, you know? Because like
yeah.
For what I was excited for that we were talking about pre-stream, like it's story stuff. But like right now, seeing that, hearing that, seeing how like gameplay is really being fleshed out more, 2 thumbs up.
Like, I want it. Who is Abby? Who is Abby? And I don't actually want to know, but I want to know. But I know you. So okay, so you know who Abby is,
Yes.
and it's a big deal.
I read it. I won't say if it's a big deal or not, but I recognize that name.
Damn, y'all. Damn.
It's gonna be a long 23 days.
Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. Wow. Yeah, no, this oh my god, I'm so excited to play Last of Us Part 2, guys. God damn. Yeah, I love how deep they're taking the combat, because I've heard critiques of, like, you know, Last of Us as a story, as a piece of medium, you know what I'm saying, is great, obviously, right? But like as a game for gameplay, I've heard criticism that, like, you know, some people don't think it's the best. And like, I'll put it out there, you know. It definitely is more quote unquote like fun gameplay wise to play like a God of War 2018 or like a Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for sure. Like I don't think those are anything crazy, but like I do like the satisfaction of combat in Last of Us, if that at all makes sense to anyone. Like that's why I love factions. Like I still like the gameplay enough to want more of it, and how intense the gameplay feels, you know? And how like at least I feel like so 1-to-1 on the six with Last of Us, specifically factions, you know, than some other games that I've played before, you know. But I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's the most like in-depth combat system, like, you know, like a God of War 2018 or like a Spider-Man PS4 for even that one, you know, or etc. But it is nice to see them go and double down at more, you know, and give us like more agency and stuff like that. So
yeah, because I think like Uncharted 4 did that well for the Uncharted series, and Lost Legacy, from what you've said, what I've heard, did that even more.
yeah,
So it's expected in a way, you know, like we've gone beyond like Last of Us even, and then the first three Uncharted's being like shooting galleries with like a small little thing between that's not story,
right,
you know.
right.
So mechanically I am interested. I love stealth games, so seeing them really playing up the stealth more and the freedom to do that. And one of the bigger things, because so far in my replay I don't think I've been able to do this, like being caught and then being able to go back and do stealth. Big plus, because I don't think you can do that in the original.
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Like as in like you get seen and you can hide for a long time and then eventually they'll just forget about it.
Yep.
Like that. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah. No. I'm pretty sure in Last of Us they would just always pursue you until you're dead. Like when they see you, they see you. Yeah. Like it's a wrap. But yeah. I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. Look. I don't know if I will be. I gotta find a humane way to deal with the puppies of Last of Us Part 2. You know what I'm saying? I gotta figure that out.
You line it up and close your eyes.
I really gotta figure it out, because I don't mind, and I don't know if this, you know, this could go into a deep commentary on about why I have no problem killing civilians, you know, but I do have many issues with killing puppies, you know, and good old doggos, you know, pandemic or not. But yeah, we're gonna have to find a way to deal with that, or just get over it. But it's gonna be hard to do either of those things, I feel like. Because right here, we're like watching it right now in the stream, like her burning the puppy.
Yeah. I hope that's one of the stats at the end of the game. Like, how many dogs did he kill?
I know, man. God.
Right underneath accuracy, and then right above all the tools you found.
What if it's like I could
How
like
many
give
dogs
him?
did he kill?
How many what if I had like a bag of treats? You know, like I throw the bag of treats over there, and the dog just goes over there, and I just go away. You know, why not?
Yeah.
I would like that.
Who knows?
But I love the bows looking nice. The bows looking
Absolutely,
clean.
yeah.
So Christian, where are you at? You know, you were high after the leaks. Also, I don't know how extensively you can answer this, and I'll actually ask you this before we, you know, ask for like our overall thoughts. But in relation to the leaks that you've seen,
Yeah.
is there anything here that reinforces those leaks, or is there anything here that that you know changes your perspective on some of the leaks or anything like that? Like, is there, as for someone that has seen the leaks, what is there a unique take because of it?
Not really. I think a little bit of event placement. I'm theorizing a little more in my head. kind of, but just like for one specific thing. Hearing the name Abby does reinforce the things I read about that character, but no, not really. Because I think my biggest takeaway here was mostly the gameplay stuff. I feel like story was pretty light, because they did sort of tee it up with like the Last of Us One era stuff, and show Ellie being mad at some people. So like, I don't think they really showed their hand one way or the other on the story stuff based on what I've read.
And to even open up this conference, this not conference, state of play, to hear Joel recounting on what he did,
Yeah.
like that, I think was like, oh my god, wait, what? Like, what are you doing? Like, hold up, like, wait a minute. Oh man. Oh,
I assume he's saying that to Tommy or somebody, like telling that story to someone.
I assume Tommy, yeah. Like, I assume like he would tell Tommy like the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because I bet like it'd be a thing of like, Ellie. No, I think deep down knowing that, all right, Joel's lying in my face right now, but I'm gonna just let it go, right? I don't think Tommy would give Joel that ticket of like, all right, like I feel like Tommy's gonna want to know the truth. So like I could see Joel telling his brother like, all right, this is what actually went down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Ice Cube as well.
Mm-hmm.
Big ups to Ice Cube. You gotta love it. I just need to play this game, y'all. I just gotta play it. God.
What you have to, I think, is comb through this thing.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely comb.
75
Yeah.
facts about Tsushima. I feel like you could top it with this.
Is that a bet? Let's go. I'm sure I could do it. Cause I could break down everything Druckmann said, so that's all factual, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just a matter of me just going into the minutia. There was one that Shadow even said here that now, because of the glories of not having half a gigabyte of RAM to develop a game like Last of Us on, physical items actually show up in Ellie's hand instead of you just like grabbing and like it disappears. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's more of, I feel like just like a just reap the fruits of having a powerful console, obviously.
Yeah, there's a lot to see here. I think that I have to go back and watch again because like I was just so wrapped up with what they showed that I'm sure I missed a ton of things in the background or like small little intricacies. But
100%.
Yeah, a good showcase.
Yeah. I gotta comb through this. Yeah, I don't know what time I'll be able to do that, but it will get combed through. Is there any last thoughts about this? I'm gonna just have it just playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? But is there anything that you need to just let off your chest, Christian?
I'm excited. Between reading the stuff and seeing the gameplay improvements, I'm genuinely excited now. I'm probably gonna pre-order it tonight.
Oh man! And did you see them in the car after the?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
I wonder. Ooh, here's a bet.
What's up?
I bet we replay the ending of the first game, but from Ellie's perspective. Like we're controlling her, and then that's how we lead into the game.
Holy shit.
So I don't think we play as Joel. Like, remember how when they showed that before, it was like, oh, maybe we play as Joel at the end to like show them finishing their journey to Jackson. But like, no, I think the reason because they reanimated everything.
Yeah, it is.
Like her on the table, all that stuff. So I wonder if we get it from Ellie's perspective and we play as her from the end of the first game.
What if like Ellie's like not fully unconscious, and like here's
no, that's
like,
what I'm thinking. Yeah,
like here's shooting whatever, and like feels getting lit up. Like what the fuck is going on? But like what the hell?
That's the first reveal. Like first person, maybe it's like Ellie being carried through the hospital and like she's aware of what's happening. Kind of like I think we could do something like that.
I do have something new. Nora, she's really, really interesting for me, right? And the fact that Ellie said that you definitely remember me, and it was one of those remember me's of like a lot of time has passed, right?
Yeah, I kind of read it as them world building, personally. Like I feel like it's just fleshing out the time between. Maybe.
Does it go deeper?
It could.
Does it go deeper? Like in terms of like I don't know. I mean, one Road to Part 2. I said like, what if this, Chelsea Tavares character, right? Her being African American, right? What if she's somehow tied to Marlene?
Maybe.
Right. And then with Ellie saying that you definitely remember me, you definitely know me. Like I there's just another piece to that tapestry that I'm gonna just keep in the back. I'm not saying that's my theory. I'm gonna keep it in the back room though. As like a patent, if you will. That's what it is. I'm gonna patent it. I'm gonna patent that thought. But I also got to go back and see if, like, is the horse going to be a consistent thing you have access to? Or is it going to be like that's what I want to know too. Like, I know it's not like an open world. So, like, it's not like, you'll be able to grab the horse whenever you want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I do want to know, like, a little bit more about that.
I bet it's like certain areas.
Yeah, like certain areas. The rope was really cool as well. Obviously, tying back to Uncharted 4. Love that. Guys, I can't wait. Yeah. Oh, man. That was a lot. Oh, that was a lot. Well.
It was.
That has been State of Play 6. The breakdown of The Last of Us Part 2. New gameplay that we got to see here on the State of Play. And with me, of course, was my luxurious co-host of JoyClicks. YouTube.com/JoyClicks, Christian Buckley. Christian Buckley, where can people find you?
Twitter and Instagram at Chris N. Buckley. And of course, like Kevin said, youtube.com/JoyClicks, JoyClicks Gamescast. Our Star Wars podcast, Jedi Knights episode should be uploaded as soon as I'm done here. But yeah.
You gotta love it.
It was a pleasure.
You gotta love it. Always a pleasure, Christian. Always a pleasure. Thank God. This recording won't get lost in the ether. But you can check out the description where you can see our Twitter, our Discord, as well as our Anchor link to listen to said Road to Part 2 podcast, where we are going over the Last of Us stream series, going over bits and pieces of Last of Us up until release. And tonight, actually, if you want to keep it locked here on the channel, as soon as I get back from work, we will be doing the next section in the Last of Us stream series, which is involving the university and Lakeside Resort. So there, if you want, we could even talk a little bit more about this, gameplay and stuff like that while I'm playing the game. Obviously, no spoilers. You know what I'm saying? I'm trusting the chat. You feel me? And yeah, follow us on Twitter at PS4vids, as well as definitely get on that Discord. It's a very nice community over there. A bunch of young guys being dudes, a couple of dudes being guys. Some gals being girls as well. You know what I'm saying? I think. I don't know. Maybe. But, we're all there chilling. And, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Much love. Like if you've enjoyed it, as well as stay subscribed to PlayStation Stores to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you for watching. And as always, greatness awaits.
Greatness awaits.